Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Blueprints, which is a wordplay on blueprints, as we are now in day 2. This is my second attempt at it. Well, let's see how we go. Let's just head right from the entrance hall to start and see what we've got through here. So, right from the get-go, we can either go to a storeroom and get a whole bunch of items, or we can do a parlor puzzle. Let's do a parlor puzzle. These boxes again? Is it the same puzzle a second time? Let's find out. So, same thing. So, there will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false. Only one box has a prize within. So, it is the same game. All right. So, which one is telling a true statement? This box is white. No, it's not. This box is black. No, it's not. The blue box contains the gems. Always the same parlor game. Different wording to it, but always the same parlor game. By the way, is that an apple? You eat that for footstep. Whenever you see fruit, you got to grab the fruit for footsteps. We learned that. I think actually there was an apple in this room before, and we had missed it because I didn't understand that, but now we do. Excellent. Let's continue. So, hallway. We want a hallway for sure, because that's going to allow us to go multiple directions. Let's go do a hallway. Anything in the hallway? I like the flowers. Can't do anything with them, though. Aha. Okay, we already know that. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. So, if we do a nook, okay, then we're blocking off a room. Actually, no matter what we do here, we're blocking off a room. No, the chapel. Oh, wait a minute. Whenever you enter the chapel, you lose a coin. But what if you have no coins? Then you can't lose coins. So if we make a chapel now, it's perfect. I can't possibly lose a coin. I don't have any. Well, that worked out. So obviously we don't want a pantry. We want the guest bedroom. 10 extra steps. Perfect. Yeah. We could do a pantry and get 4 coins. And that would be fine, actually. Because it doesn't matter that it's a dead end. But then we would lose 1 coin walking back through the chapel the one time that we have to. We don't want the bedroom. That's silly. When we could get 10 steps, why would we only want 2? So do I want coins or steps? Coins or steps? Right now we still have 49 steps. I'm not in any dire need of steps. So you know what? I'm going to take the coins. What do I think of them bringing dire rolls back from extinction? I don't know. I've heard about it, but I didn't really look into it. This is going to give me 2 steps. And then I'll take the coins. And then we got to lose a coin to go back to the chapel, but I never have to go back there again, hopefully. So that should be fine. Well, either one of these would be perfectly fine. Okay? Utility closet or storeroom. Commissary would also be fine. But we'd lose a gem. I guess we'll do commissary. Let's do commissary. All items with the 50% off on days 20 and 21 only. We're only on day 2. The commissary will be closed from day 12 to 16. Effective for the first week of December, payroll for all live out and seasonal staff is managed electronically. As your attendance is no longer be registered at morning roll call, it's doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out. 2 of the terminals can be found in security and 1 in the laboratory. Terminal password scratched out. Huh. With, without. That thing just blinked and came back. It might be a capture device. With or without? Peas, peaks. So with the K, it's peaks. Without, it's peas. So the letter K. Right? So the puzzle is the letter K, but the question is, what about it? Look at this. An arcade machine. But it's not on. Aww. Dirigiblocks. We can't play Dirigiblocks? Well, that's bullshit. We can't buy cigarettes? That's bullshit. What can we buy at the commissary? We could buy 1 gem. That's it. A salt shaker, a sledgehammer, or a metal detector. Well, we'll save it then. I'm not going to buy the gem. We'll come back later. So, the puzzle is the letter K, but we don't know what you do with the letter K. Peaks or peas, right? And then this, I don't know how this applies to it. Okay. A 4-way passageway needs 2 gems. I guess we're not doing that. We could do a nook and get a key. All right, let's do the nook and get a key. That's our first key. Nothing else. A journey nowhere. They're just trying to get a, whatchamacallit. Try to get something to write with. All right, so what do we got here? A kitchen. That would hook us to the right. Food for sale. Yeah, let's do the kitchen. Uses our gem. No freebies, no money, and no freebies. I think the last kitchen had freebies in it. This one doesn't. Same thing. Banana. Oh, they have tomato soup this time. Oh, look at that. Plus 5 steps for every red room in your house. Today's main course is the porterhouse steak. A delightfully expensive steak cut, bone in and extra marbled for maximum tenderness. A perfect dish for those who love extravagance. 20 steps and 10 steps if you have a showroom. Well, we're not going to do any of this. Is this game a boom or a doom? I don't know what that means. But I like it so far. I think it's unique and interesting. I just want to make sure we didn't miss anything, right? We didn't miss any freebies or anything. Nope, not that I can see. All right, next room. Looks like we should make it a bedroom. Because we don't have a gem. We'll make it a bedroom and we get 2 steps. No chest in the bedroom this time like there was last time. Other than that, it looks identical to the previous bedroom. Yup, it even has the greetings from Reddington. And it has the origami. Okay. Remember, guys, if you want to chat with me, just tag me in the chat. And we can have some conversation while I play. It doesn't have to be just about me. Oh, here we go. It doesn't have to just about me playing the game. Ooh, well, we don't have a gem, so that's out. We could do a spare room or a lavatory. Let's do the spare room. Sucks we don't have a gem. There's a boat, and there's a gazebo out there with a statue in it and a boat. Why there's a boat in the middle of your yard, no idea. Rowboat. Okay. Well, we can't do locksmith because we don't have a gem. We can do a corridor, or we can do a storeroom where we get a bunch of items, but then we're going to have to backtrack all the freaking way back to the hallway to make advancement, as you can see. Through the corridor. Brian says, I'm glad that you're doing unique games for the gaming season. I don't know what you mean by gaming season, but this is a pretty unique game, that's for sure. E-Blogs, have you ever been to Margaritaville? Yes, many times. Delicious. I wonder if there's, like, hidden items and boxes and stuff. So. Ooh. The den is a huge find. The den is going to be, you get a gem and 2 other directions to go. Hell yeah. That's a good find. Nice. And there's, once we get a key, we may gain many more keys from that. We have to find a key, though. Okay. Also, does anyone know the answer to this? Okay. Does anyone know? Can rooms only ever be used once? Like, if we're in a den, does that mean there will never be a den ever again in the game? Or in the room, or in the mansion, I should say. Right? I wonder if that's the case. Locked, and we don't have a key. Ah. Well, we kind of got boned there. If we get a key, we can go back and open that chest, and I bet that chest has more keys in it. For now, we have to go all the way back to the hallway. Yeah, there's nothing we can do. We got to go all the way back to the hallway. Damn. We got 2 steps for going in there, right? Yeah, see, gain 2 steps whenever you enter the room. So I could buy the gem. I bought the gem. There you go. We're going to lose a coin. They can't take a coin. That's right, because I don't have any. Perfect. All right, we're going to go through here into the hallway. Ooh. A security room? I like that idea. Let's do a security room. We have a cutscene for the security room. Quite dramatic. Is there someone actually running the house? I wonder. What's with these tape recorders? That's what those are, right? Tapes? Is someone actually monitoring everything that happens in the house? Is there a story to it? Time for the first boss fight. Ian says, you know, the den seemed too good to be true. Now we know why. Maybe it always has locked doors. It's a good point. Maybe that's why they put the chest in there, too. Spawn Killer says, how's the new game? So far, it's interesting. Look at this. You can see all these different rooms from here. That's cool. That's really cool. See himself. Inception. Okay, so blue memos are true, red memos are lies. Really? Look at this. The following is the detailed list of items currently in the house. This list will be updated. So there's the one trunk that we found that we couldn't open yet. That's correct. Keycard system? Security doors are doors within the estate that can only be unlocked with an electronic keycard. The system's operational. Security level medium, offline mode locked. So if you turn off the keycards, the doors are permanently locked, or if you leave them on, you need a medium keycard to open them. Okay. What am I sipping on this afternoon? Filtered water out of my pure water pitcher. Very simple. Keep balling this week, Pimp, says Bonos Tecmo. I shall ball. I shall be balling. Set security level. Security level determines the amount of keycard security doors that will be deployed in your estate. You should expect to see 1 or 2 with low, 5 or 6 with high. So we go low, obviously. This mode determines the default setting of security doors will be set to if the power is lost during a blackout. As a general safety rule, offline mode should be set to unlocked if any staff are working on the estate. There you go. So now if we can get into the breaker room and we can turn off the security doors, they'll all be opened, right? Which would be great. And you know what? I think the idea is if you have a breaker room, right now set it to high. Set it to the maximum amount of doors, because all those doors will be unlocked for you. I get it. I totally get it. So if we find a breaker room, we should come back here and change the door settings. Yes. Okay. Log into the network. KKK. I'm just going to put in all Ks and see what happens. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. It's what, 10 letters? No, it keeps going. Okay, what the? I guess not. How do you delete what you typed? Can't? So the K puzzle had nothing to do with this, because it said with or without. With it, it's peaks. Without it, it was peas. Damn. I wonder what the password is then. It must not have been the solution in the commissary. Damn. I want to know what that is. Probably get good stuff out of it. Ew, old-ass coffee. So here's our room. Yes, this is how you get out of here. Or we can go back to the entrance hall. What else is in the security room? Anything? Microwave. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked and access levers are no longer required to grant entry. I don't even know what the antechamber is. Oh, here it is again. Look. Terminal password. Blank. Right? You can't read that, right? There's no way to read that. It's all screwed up. No puzzle in this room, though, to help. The one room basically said with or without, and it showed a K. This one, I don't see any puzzle in here to help you figure out the password. Oh! Ian says, remember what you just read? Red memos are lies. Blue are true. So this is a lie. This is true. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks. As a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate are more likely to be locked as you progress north. Gotcha. Well, we have them set to unlock, but we need to power down in one of the rooms. We have to get one of those rooms to power it down. So here's the question. Do I want to keep going north from here, or do we want to go back to the entrance hall and start going west? We have 1 gem and nothing else. No items. Also, I just noticed we kept the star. See, it says 1 star. I just noticed that, and I wonder if the stars have any relevancy. Huh. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I received a $100 tip from NDO103. He says, this is NDO. Thank you, NDO. Wow. Relatively early on in the stream, too. A whopping, generous, juicy, tasty $100 tip. Thank you, NDO, for your support on today's stream. Hope you enjoy this unique and different game. Thank you, NDO. All right. So with that, excuse me. We have now hit exactly $150 of support, which means it is official. We have hit our support goal for the premiere of Blueprints, which means we are at 12 out of 20. What is our actual reward at 20 yet? We don't know. We actually haven't really talked about it yet. We'll probably talk about it tomorrow. But I just like to say thank you so very much to everyone. We have done it. We have hit the goal. The coffers have been filled. The taxes have been paid. It doesn't matter what we're doing. If we're playing an awesome, unique puzzle game like Blueprints, if we're playing a first-person shooter like Black Ops 6, if we're doing an old-school RPG like Suikoden, it doesn't matter. You guys are awesome. You come and support me, and I very much appreciate you allowing me to do what I love. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, NDO, in general. That was a giant supportive tip. Thank you so much. And everyone. So now here's the deal. We have potential, right, to hit more goals. If we do, it'd be great if we did. So thank you guys in advance for any other support that I might get on this stream. We could maybe hit an extra goal. If not, anything extra is appreciated. Thank you all. All right. So here's the deal. Oh, you could save and quit. That's exactly what I was looking for. I think I'm going to go back to the main hallway and continue from here. Okay? So remember, if we go back to the chapel, it costs a coin, but we don't have a coin right now. If we go to the commissary, we could buy things, but I don't have anything to spend. So, all right, let's see what's in the hallway. So, perfect. We definitely want the drawing room. You can draw new floor plans while drafting in this room. What does that mean? I don't know, but I want it. Let's do it. I don't know what they mean about drawing new floor plans. Look at this guy. That's your uncle, right? Okay, drawing floor plans. Each time you click on a door, you draw 3 floor plans, which you must select one to draft. However, there are some items in rooms that will allow you to redraw if you don't like it. Ah! This room will let you redraw. Sweet. Okay. Well, my capture device just malfunctioned. I think my capture device is malfunctioning. That's what's happening here. So here's the deal. It's a dead end. So we don't have 2 coins. So I say, let's do the closet and get 2 items for sure. I think that's the best bet. We got a key. And we got a purse. Every time you collect 3 coins, you get a bonus. All right. So that's good. And the good news is now we have a key. If we decide to walk all the way back across to the den, we can open that chest, which probably has more keys in it, And then we have the opportunity to branch out from that den as well. Good. Let's see what's in the drawing room. Well, fudge. Here we go. Yeah, this sucks. The lavatories are... Let's redraw. We need the dark room. We have to, or else we're not going to be able to continue on from here. It's going to be a dead end. So let's do the dark room, but it says you cannot see floor plans, so we're going to just randomly walk into a room and not even know what we're walking into. All right, dark room it is. Damn, that sucks. So remember, there was actually a way in the breaker room to turn the lights, like, power on and off in here. So maybe you could turn the power on, and then you would be able to see. We have no idea. We just know we don't have a gem. So I guess it doesn't matter. We're just going to guess. Ready? We got a breaker room. Oh, cool. Keycard off. This is excellent. If we go back to the security room, this could be very beneficial. Dark room on. Garage on. I don't know what vac indicators are, though. So now we can see. So now we'd be able to choose our floor plans, I believe. Oh, look. This guy with the camera. Wonder if this is significant. Cinca Company is the brand of the camera. Is that significant for some reason? We found a key. Sweet. That's awesome. So we really lucked out here, to be honest. Oh, by the way, look what they're showing you. This is that fence that we saw on the outside of the mansion, correct? That leads to a grove and like a shed out there. And we don't know the combination. Could we find the combination in here somewhere? Print notes. HS has requested yet another print of the lady ship, I assume for one of her rooms in the West Wing, as well as an enlarged print of the enclosed photograph. He said the last development was too dark, so keep an eye on that. I get the feeling this has to do something with it, but I don't know. I don't know. What is the combination to get into that fence? Well, there's the camera. Gotta look for clues on all of this stuff, right? Nothing there that I can see. Looks like the maid staff. Wait a minute. Why are there two different pictures of the maid staff? Is there significance there? This one came out blurry, but you can see the background. This one, they came out clear, but you can't see the background. Why do I feel like this is a puzzle? Seriously, I mean, it could be a red herring, but I feel like it's a puzzle of some sort. Huh. Ah, take a look at that. You can't read what's in his hand? Dang, I wonder what that says in his hand. It's blurry. The block says the only hint I'll give you about vacs, keep an eye out for them. Okay. Just keep an eye out for hints for them. Oh, I don't even know what a vac is, so I don't know if I would recognize a hint or not. Oh, look. Is there any significance to these? We're seeing so many of them, but I don't understand the difference. I don't know. Shit. Wait, there's a third picture, and in this one, they're all blurry. What is going on? I have no idea if this is a puzzle that we need to solve or not. I have no clue. Maybe not. Maybe it's just stuff to look at. I don't know. Well, the good news is we got 2 keys. So if we choose to go all the way back through the mansion, back to the den, we have keys to open the doors. We also have the option to go to the security room and go north, so we have a couple things we can do. But I think we should continue with the dark room for now. Remember what we did? We set it so that the security rooms now won't need the key cards anymore. However, we set it to low. Is it worth it to go back to the security room and set it to high so there's a higher chance of security doors that will now all be unlocked? I think maybe there is. I think we should go back there. Okay. I think that's what we'll do. I think we're going to go back and we're going to turn it to high security because all those doors will now be opened. Okay. All right, set it to high. Yep. Perfect. And they're all unlocked. So now we should have a lot of security doors that will just be opened for us. The only bummer is we had to waste a bunch of steps to do that. But now let's continue. Hopefully it'll be worth it, okay? I bet you're right, the block. I bet the dark room has hints in the photos. I bet you're right. But man, I don't know what they are or how I would figure out what they're supposed to mean. You don't know what you're looking for, right? So maybe later we'll figure that out. Like, I don't know. It looks the same, right? I don't know. All right. Let's go to the next room. Ooh. The rumpus room gives you 8 coins, but you need a gem. Well, shit. Guess what? We're boned. We have to do guest bedroom. We're stuck doing guest bedroom, so we're going to get 10 steps, but we can't do it. The rumpus room would have been perfect. 8 coins. All right. Guest bedroom it is. We're stuck. You have to. Yep. So we're going to get 10 steps. And we got a gem. That's a good find. Sinclair, I wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evison, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. We haven't found the billiard room yet. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired that floor plan. It was well worth the wait. I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles, and I appreciate you didn't need to know the rule of darts to play your variation. Ah. So they're alluding to a game in a billiard room that you can play, but we have to find the billiard room. Okay. Seems like the MVP is the gems, because so many rooms require gems. I would say the gems are the most important items to have at this point. All right. Well, there we go. Anything else in here before we leave? I don't think so. We got 10 steps. It just sucks now. We're going to have to backtrack again. Okay. So, we got to backtrack to the security room, and then we can decide, do we want to go all the way to the den and try that with the 2 keys we have, or do we want to go through the security door? I think we'll try the security door. A boudoir. Guess what? We're boned. We just got completely screwed. The lavatory is a dead end. The boudoir will also be a dead end. And the passageway we can't do, and we can't back out. So now all we can do is, I'll do the boudoir because we haven't done that yet. And then all we can do is backtrack all the way to the den and hope for the best. So we've been boned by RNG. Look at this. Oh, so take a look. It's a Christmas room. In the corner of the room, half unwrapped, is a safe. Now, I don't see a combination, but maybe that's something you need to know. Maybe later you end up in that room, and if you don't know there's a hidden safe. But this is your clue that there's a hidden safe in the corner. That's interesting. Can I interact with anything here? No. No. So it's a waste of a room besides that hint. Oh, wait, there's a safe over here. Cinca Company. Okay. We have no idea. We don't even know how many digits would be in the combination, right? We have no idea. Man. Cinca Company also, of course, did the camera in the security room. Excuse me, the camera in the dark room, but there was no numbers. So, is something with the camera supposedly also have to do with this safe? I don't know. Now remember, we've got this, but that doesn't help. There's no combination. All you see is it off in the distance, but there's no way, you can't see a combination on there or anything, right? I guess they're showing this is when she got the safe. She got it for a Christmas present. The only thing I can think of is maybe if you go into the room, like if you were to go into that Christmas room, maybe the combination's in there. But that's all I can think of. There's nothing else in this room. Nope. I mean, all I can do is blindly guess a couple times. What do you think it would be? 4 digits? Let's do 8, 2, 3, 9. Enter. Clear. Forget it. Without knowing it, you're never going to get that. No clue. All right, we got to go back. That sucks. That does suck. We only have one room we can go to now, the den. And the good news is we have 2 keys. The bad news is we're going to waste a whole bunch of footsteps getting back there. And if the 2 keys isn't enough to continue from there, our run is over. But that's all we can do. You know, it sucks. We opened up all these key card doors. There are none, though. Like, there hasn't been a single key card door yet. Yeah, let's go back. Remember, these are false. Doors in the West Wing are more likely to be locked, so that's not true then. Oh, it's not true. The red cards are false. So we don't have to worry about doors in the West Wing being locked. Okay, I'm glad to know that was false. This too. The commissary is closed. It's not. The commissary is not closed. Okay, all the way. Well, I think we should open the chest. Ooh, we got a whole bunch of gems. All right. Now, we have to make a wise decision. Okay? Basically, the best decision to make would be go left. The reason being, going left, you have 3 options of directions to go. Going straight, we only have 2 options of directions to go. So let's go left. Less likely to find items laying around in your house. We're definitely not doing this, so we got to do dining room. We'll have 2 different directions to go from the dining room. This is the room that if you have money, you can buy the steak dinner or the salmon dinner or whatever the dinner is for the day. We obviously don't have any money, so that's not happening. Hopefully we don't need keys for these doors or I'm screwed. They're not serving the meal right now anyway, apparently. Please don't require a key. Oh, good. Gymnasium. Whenever you enter the gymnasium, you lose 2 steps. Mailroom. A package will be delivered there the day after drafting the room. Really? All of these suck. The gymnasium? Well, no, we'll do the gymnasium because it'll open up 1 more room for us. Yeah. We'll do gymnasium. Because locksmith, I don't have any money to buy a key. Nope. And I don't care about a package. It's a security door. And we can go through it. Sweet. Let's do it. This will be opened. A storeroom, a bunk room, or a great hall? Great hall. 7 locked doors. Well, I don't have any keys. I guess we're doing storeroom. And we're gonna get 1 of each, and then we can go the other way in the dining room. Or the other way in the den. We have a locked door in the den we can open. Yeah. Because I don't... Yeah. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do the storeroom. Coin, key, and diamond, and that's it. Because we only have 2 more doors we can possibly open. We're running out of steps now. Okay. 11, so what do we do next? We can go back to the den and open the locked door, or we could try this one. Let's try this one. Shit. Let's do it. Courtyard. Workshop. Combine inventory to create a new item. Courtyard would be smart. Courtyard's the smartest thing. Yep. Because we get to go to 2 different rooms. Sadly, we don't have a key. Oh, we can open this door for free. That's a bonus. We can open this door for free. We don't have a key to open this yet, but we can open this door for free. All freaking locked. No, observatory would allow us to go to a new room. The walk-in closet gives us 4 items. But then we would have to backtrack to the den, and if one of the items isn't a key, it's game over. Damn. Damn it. Do I get 4 items and chance that one of them is a key, so we can continue through the den? Or do we do observatory and then go to a new room? Crap. This is a tough decision to make. The mailroom dooms me. This is a very tough decision to make. Each one is a gamble. Each one is a huge gamble. What do you guys think? Walk-in closet and hope for the key so we can continue through the den, or observatory and we'll be able to do the observatory, you know, constellation. You don't know what you're going to get. You get a random reward depending on what constellation you see, and then we have another room. Ian says he would chance the closet. The one catch there, the one catch of the closet is as follows. Wait. I do have a door behind me in the courtyard too, but I don't know if I can go through it or not. I should have checked first. If you needed a key or not, I should have checked that first. Because here's the thing, we might not need the key. If that door from the courtyard is unlocked, we don't need the key to go through the door to the den because it's the same room. The thing I'm thinking is if that observatory door is open for us, we can explore more rooms. If it's not, it's game over. But if we go through the courtyard door, we're only have 3 more rooms we can explore. I don't know how that antechamber works. I'm going to do observatory. I'm going to be risky. I'm risking it all. So I really hope this door opens, but before we figure that out, this just tells you what you get for your constellations, right? Okay, let's do this. Oh, it's already positioned. Here we go. 2 stars. What do we get for 2 stars? A pair of chests has been added to the entrance hall. But are they opened? Right? Are they opened? We don't know the answer. Shoot. Is there anything up here? No. Well, we gotta hope one of these two, either the conservatory door needs to be opened, or this has to be opened, or it's game over. It's opened. Oh, that's lucky. No way! Now, that's insanely lucky. We could do a passageway that's gonna give us 2 new rooms. Hell yes, we got way lucky there. Only 8 steps, and this one's gonna open. Nice. So, this is gonna give us 5 steps. Okay? This will give us 8 coins and lead to a new area. But we need the steps. We're almost out of steps, right? So I think we need to do the nursery at this point. The 8 coins could be useful, but you don't know what's next. It could be a dead end. Shit. Oh, I know I'm not interested in a Dave the Diver DLC because it has Ichiban from Yakuza in it. I've never played Dave the Diver, so why would I play a Dave the Diver DLC? Right? Alright. I mean, the nursery makes sense because we need steps to keep exploring. Let's do the nursery. It just makes more sense. We need the steps. Desperately. And it gave us a bonus gem as well. What is this? The Red Prince. There was a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow, and he could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. He never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue, so he's afraid of the color blue. Apparently. When he always had a book. Oh, so he always had a book to turn his eyes down if he was ever outside the clouds when the clowns weren't around. And do you know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad? A story he had read in the bath and the bed, and maybe you can guess with the clues that we have said. It was the story of a boy who also wore red, and he looked like our prince from his toes to his head. And as you, my reader, might already assume, this book is quite near you, in fact, in the same room. The story about you, if it needs to be said, about a red prince and his book, the red book that we just read. Wow. So it was a worthless story. Lots of toys. So that's it, but at least we got some steps. That's worth it. We needed the steps at this point. Okay. Tie. Why would you have a picture of a tie on your wall? Okay, this way. Hopefully it doesn't need a key. All right. So what do we got? We have a runk room. This room counts as 2 bedrooms, so we'll have even more steps. The bummer is there's only one room left in the courtyard. That's it. And if we don't have a key. I mean, this sucks either way. The lavatory is worthless. At least the bunk room we count as 2 bedrooms means we'll get 10 more steps. But office, we'll use all of our gems, but it says you get an opportunity to earn and spread coins. That doesn't really help us. And that room is going to dead end because it goes to the gymnasium wall. So by doing this, we only have one opportunity. We have to go back to the courtyard. I guess that's what we'll do. Hamster. And it's alive. Hello. It's a cute hamster. Oh my God, that's cute. Hello. Can we play with the hammy? Pick it up, have it run around. That is cute. A cute hammy. It's having some water. I love hamsters. What a cute pet. Come on, come over here. Get some pets. All right. Today is a good day because Simon is at camp and he is not as much fun as my friends. I will not have to share my toys, and I will not have to share my room, and I will not have to share my snacks. Having a younger brother is not as much fun as they told me it would be, but today will be a good day because he's at camp. Wow, he hates his brother. Banana! I got some bonus steps for the bananas, too. None of these are tools, huh? It would have been cool if some of these were tools. A video game console. It's an old Atari 2800. And a video camera. Checkers. It sucks because, look, there's a screwdriver and a lock, but you can't do anything with any of this. They're all inanimate objects you can't interact with. That sucks. It would be great if you could. But no, nothing in here. Just the, can't even play the video. Can't even play the Atari. Very big disappointment. Well, we have 26 steps now, but we only have one room we can go to. What, 2600? That's the Atari 2600, correct. I had the 7800 when I was a kid. My uncle gave me a 7800. Okay, well, we're done here. Oh, look at this. Is that a rifle? It's a Red Ryder BB gun. You'll shoot your eye out, kid. All right. Oh, he's running the wheel now. So cute. Awesome. All right, here's what we'll do. We have one option, literally one. Go back to the courtyard and hope the door is unlocked. If it's locked, we've exhausted all options and can't do anything else. What's up, Big Yoshi Energy? How are you? Please don't be locked. Please don't be locked. Please don't be locked. There's nothing left to do. We're done. We've done everything. So that's it for day 2. Much better than day 1, right? A much better run than day 1. But that's it. The den door and courtyard are both locked. We can't get into that corner room, and everything else has been a dead end. So, fun. Still fun run. We have time for one more run today, actually, which we will do. But that was good. All right, I guess we'll end the day. And we continue on. Let's end the day. There's nothing else we can do. We're done. We're learning. Again, each run we're doing better. The keycard door was excellent. We figured out how to use it, right? That's excellent that we figured that out. 28 rooms. That's a lot more. Rank of 8 reached. That's a lot more. Steps taken 64. Items found 1. New rooms 12. Cool. 6 different bedrooms. Very nice run. They called it the East-Facing Inn because we did mostly eastern rooms. Okay. Save and continue. We have time for one more run today. Thank you, everyone here chilling. Thanks to those who have supported. Next video, it's time for part 3. The 3rd attempt. We'll see how it goes. Day 3. And now we know it's a lie. The West Wing does not have more locked doors. So maybe don't be afraid and we'll go west this time. Very nice.